right, so here he is, one of the better offensive takedown guys we have in the UFC, DC. And if anyone is well equipped to speak to this, it is you. The opponent knows what's coming. At least to this point in the UFC, no one's been able to stop him.
He just has to keep him away, because the moment this guy gets close enough to either grab a leg or make body contact, now you're in trouble. He has a knowledge and an understanding of position from a lifetime of just all grappling, judo, wrestling, sambo. He does it all, and he has just so many ways to get you to the floor. This guy once told me that if he can get your leg, he's going to finish. Because he's going to give you so many things to think about, you will not be able to process and keep up with him, and eventually you're on the mat. It's unbelievable to watch him apply that knowledge to the mixed martial arts.
And as the wrestlers say, this is not a guy you want anywhere near your bracket.
No, you don't want him in the bracket.
And now our tale of the tape for this lightweight fight. All right, now for the particulars, here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds in the UFC lightweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, the Warrior. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, the Nightmare.
Herb Dean, our third man in the octagon for this one. Dateline, Houston, Texas. Always good to be back in the H-Town as we get underway here from Toyotas. Trying to establish the jab early on here. Rock'em sock him out of the chute here. Always be closing. Busy in the clinch here. The punch is good.
Oh, no!
Oh, nice judo toss for him there.
Using a lot of good movement. He's got to be careful here. Oh, big elbow.
Well, anytime you are in a ground fighting situation with this fighter, you're potentially playing with fire. Ooh, that's tight. I'd be tight.
It's starting to get really tight in there.
Oh, he's out of danger.
Great submission defense. He's able to take his arm out and stay safe.
Making all these shots count. Not there yet, but might get the submission here shortly. Continuing to stay busy here on the ground. Leg kick now.
Nice punch to the head. Beautiful takedown lands there.
Now drops inside that closed guard, DC.
Full guard. Let's see how patient he is as he attacks a submission or big ground and pound.
All right, well, both fighters pretty comfortable on the ground, DC, but you got to be very careful hanging out here for too long if you're his opponent.
Changing the position.
Ground and pound strike there now. Well, there are few things more fun to watch in mixed martial arts than these type of transitions and scrambles on the ground.
High-level grappling can really be entertaining.
Lands with the ground and pound.
Oh, right to the mount. Another strike gets through from the top position.
So we cross the 30-second mark in our opening round. Postures up. Ooh, and he lands a brutal strike to the head. Ooh, good movement to avoid that strike. And really starting to make these shots count. Entertaining scraps so far.
Stop!
Great job that round. I want you to keep doing exactly that. Change up your strikes. The boxing looks great. The kickboxing down low looks awesome. And that head kick, that's what
All right, that's the end of the round as we show you some of the highlights over those 5 minutes. Really a clinic when it comes to the ground and pound.
Yeah, man, this is what you're taught. When you're learning to become a ground and pound fighter, you want to do it exactly like he did. Gain posture, have height, control hands and wrists. Land strikes, don't throw too many, throw just enough, control, throw again, control. He did it perfect.
Ready.
All right, round 2. Single leg takedown attempt here, and did that get you out of your seat? Beautifully done by him there.
Oh, man, I jumped up and down. Am I watching the Olympics or a mixed martial arts fight? You don't see single legs this good unless you're watching a real high-level wrestler.
Moving his head pretty well defensively on the ground here. All right, dominant position here. He's got the full mount. A lot of different ways he can go here. Maybe try to find an arm bar or just get the ground and pound.
He can attack submissions, but those submissions will present themselves once he is landing that brutal ground and pound he is known for. Because then his opponent will start to get a little bit desperate to get out from under him, which will then in turn leave arms dangling, or he'll turn to his knees and get choked out.
Attempting a choke now. Oh, that guillotine is officially tight. Oh, he escapes.
He got out. I mean, wow, that is great submission defense.
Going for a submission. Oh, good technique there. He's got the triangle choke locked in.
He's looking for the finish now. Look at him. He's starting to finish. Oh, my goodness. He slams him down. He uses straight power to escape that triangle choke. Great job. Great technique. I mean, great physicality by this youngster.
And just when you thought he might get submitted, instead he turns defense into offense and power bombs his opponent on the canvas. Oh, the ground and pound strikes continue to rain down. The opponent better move out of harm's way or the referee's going to stop this thing.
He better start to move, and when his opponent starts to posture, he needs to put his feet on the hip, push him away, and try to escape this very, very dangerous position.
All right, so perhaps he's going to have to address something defensively. There is a legitimate cut around his eye.
Yeah, he got cut on the eye from that last strike. He's got to pay attention now before it gets worse.
Oh, he's got the knee on the belly. Could be trouble defensively.
These are big shots, and they're not glancing blows. When he's throwing, he is landing so clean that his head is starting off the mat. Great submission defense on display tonight.
Oh, we'll see if he postures up and can get some of his ground strikes going here. Ooh, arms in tight.
This has got to be the end of the fight.
Whoa, submission defense, he gets out.
I mean, the calmness in that moment. It looked like the fight was over. He was able to clear his head, put the guy into the mount. Not a great position, but much better than getting his arm snapped in half from an arm bar. He's got to be careful here.
The ground and pound keeps coming. Good movement to avoid that damage coming down. All right, round 3 coming up next. All right, so that's the end of the round. Potential adversity here. He's got a cut on his cheek sustained from that strike in the round. Now the focus becomes maximizing these 60 seconds, shutting that cut and preventing it from becoming a major factor here moving forward. All right, back to the stools we go, and it's starting to look like a second mouth on his cheek.
Yeah, it looks terrible. I mean, the guy is getting hit with big shots. One big enough to open up a nasty cut on his cheek. While it's in a better spot, it still is very difficult to deal with.
Like if he absorbs another strike on that cheek, he might actually be able to eat through that cut on his cheek. I'm just saying.
He's got a big mouth.
Third round underway. Oh, nice straight. That'll work. Just misses there with the left. Both fighters hanging down in the pocket and both landing. Man, he ate another shot right on that cut. You think his vision has been compromised at all?
It has to, right? Because you got to be able to see to fight. And right now, he's been targeted in that area, and you can see it worsening.
All right, bottom fighter here, maybe looking to hip escape, DC. Trying to guard pass here, not today.
No, it ain't happening. Good job understanding the transitions. Not being just defensive, but offensive off of his back. Great punch lands. Yes, smart adjustment, yep.
All right, trying to pass here. As Glover Teixeira might say, not today.
Not today. Great job of following with the hips, keeping those legs locked and keeping them in full guard.
Oh, he's really starting to apply pressure on his opponent here. Different approach here in the last couple rounds, and it's the exact sense of urgency that you want to see from a fighter. Take the judges out of it.
Take it for a ride. Nice double leg, nice finish. He passed the half guard. Oh, right into mount.
All right, operating inside the closed guard now.
Guillotine. That guillotine is very tight. Great submission defense on full display by the opponent.
All right, working inside his opponent's guard here.
You cannot sit in these jiu-jitsu guys' guard. And you can't have one arm in, one arm out. Guys will start throwing up legs, chasing triangle.
So the blood really starting to flow. Every time that area gets targeted, that cut's getting worse.
It's getting worse and worse. And you see the blood starting to come down. That is when you start to watch the fighter to see what type of effect it's starting to take on him, whether or not he's reaching for it, whether...
Oh, he's going for his arm now.
What a tight arm bar. He's got it. He's got it.
Nice work, guys.
Oh, he's out.
He actually escaped. Look, I gotta stop writing these dudes obituaries, man. I always think they're done. Surprise me.
Pretty good head movement. He's avoiding a lot of these ground strikes. All right, half guard position here, DC. You have an extra hop in your step when you talk about fighters working out of this half guard.
Oh, man. I like half guard as a top fighter. I understand half guard as a bottom fighter. Don't want to be there. It's very dangerous. But if you are there, you have to be winning the position of the underhook. It opens up so many opportunities for you to either escape or sweep.
All right, we're going to stay with him and follow him back to the corner to the stool because that is a really severe cut that he is dealing with. We'll see if the cut man can stem the bleeding here. All right, so as the cut man gets to work, we'll re-rack some replays from the previous round.
Well, he's got some work to do. The cut man's going to have to work a miracle because this guy was on the receiving end of some real damaging shots. And if he doesn't do something different defensively, it's going to get worse. And if it gets worse, the fight may be stopped.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Fourth round, fight scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds.
He turned his entire body into that uppercut, and it landed exactly as he was hoping for.
All right, well, good news is he rocked him. Bad news is he wasn't able to finish the job, and now his opponent's back in the fight.
I mean, you don't get those opportunities very often. Oh, my God.
Oh, lands a hip toss to get him down. That can't feel good. Working off of his back here. Looks like he may try to hip escape. Might be a submission attempt here, champ.
I mean, you cannot sit in a full guard. When you sit in the full guard, you give these guys so many opportunities.
And busy as he looks to improve position here. All right, rubber guard now, DC. Some submissions at his disposal if he so chooses.
Yeah, he does have a couple submissions. They're very rare submissions. Go-go plata, omoplata. But if the guy has any understanding of submission defense, he knows how to stay safe in this position. So there are advantages to being here, but the danger isn't so vast that you should panic.
Yeah, we've only seen a handful of omoplatas in UFC history. All right, so pretty good damage here with the ground and pound. Nothing superficial about these strikes. They are intending to harm.
Oh yeah, he's landing very accurately, and he's landing to get damage off.
Nice strike from bottom position.
Oh, he's got to be careful there, yep.
All right, so you got to be careful playing on the ground with this guy. You don't want to mess around for too long. Well, at this point, I would use the word critical to describe the condition of that eye. Not looking good, champ.
No, he's beat up. He's been battered, he's been bruised. He got cut early in the fight, and you understood that if he didn't change something, it would get much worse. He didn't change anything, and now we're here.
When you get in a bad spot on the ground and you want to reverse it, that's what you need to do.
Masterclass in changing position, unreal to see.
Oh, you gotta love the ground and pound strikes here.
Now he's got a good body position, yep. He gets hit with another massive ground and pound strike. He has got to protect this cut.
Oh, the ground and pound is coming. Good move. Oh, big shots raining down.
That was nice.
Final seconds here. Buzzer sounds for the end of round 4, 20 minutes in the books. All right, so the fighter heads back to the stool, and man, that is a severe cut that he's dealing with. We'll see if they call in the ringside physician.
Distance now. That cut's pretty bad, and it's only going to get worse. You have to be smart with your exchange.
Well, that was a damaging 5 minutes. We'll see how he can recover over this 60 seconds. We'll show you some replays now from that previous round.
He was on the receiving end of some big blows, and he wasn't moving his head well. His head was on the center line. He was a stationary target, and his opponent opened up a nasty cut on him. He has got to move his head to limit the damage that he's taking.
You ready to fight? Ready.
So here it is, folks, 5th and final round. All right, full guard here, DC. What does he need to do to improve position?
Well, he's got to start to build his posture, get some damage off, move the half guard, which in turn leads to more opportunities for advancement. But if you're on the bottom, you got to anticipate those movements the moment he tries to move to the next position. You build a shield, get back to your feet, or dig an underhook to try to get a reversal or a sweep.
All right, has the guard closed here. Oh, the damage just continues to be inflicted. And with respect to the athletes, if this was a movie, I might just walk out. I don't mean to...
And look at him attacking the arm triangle on the other side. He's going to lock him down, try to pass all the way across his body. Once he gets across...
You gotta be kidding me, he's out. All right, feet on the hips here. Man, how fun is this to watch as he continues to dole out damage with the ground and pound?
Take it back to the days of guys like Mark Coleman, just beating people up in the ground and pound. This guy is a throwback fighter, and he's very fun to watch.
Yeah, the Godfather would be proud. Under 3 minutes remain in round 5. All right, working inside the closed guard now. Most fighters will tell you offensive wrestling is the hardest, most exhausting thing.
Especially if you're just running the guy over, Jonathan, he just gets up.
Oh, he reversed position there on the ground, and he's now in the dominant position. All right, working on the ground here. His opponent's feet on the hips.
And there you go, again, half guard.
In position for a submission attempt here. Oh, that Von Flue choke is tight.
Oh, man, that was slick.
Well, defense doesn't always win championships in MMA, but how about the submission defense tonight, thwarting one attempt after the next?
Yeah, and the fact that he's just constantly under attack tells you he was very prepared for the type of fighter that he was in front of. He knew there would be some submissions coming his way. He was ready to defend them, and he has done that beautifully.
1 minute to go. All right, so he's sort of turtled up here. Not great body language. Perhaps he's trying to bait him in a little bit. Side control now. All right, he's very comfortable fighting off his back, DC. Now looks like he's trying to hip escape.
Yeah, he's trying to hip escape or maybe look for a Kimura here.
Oh, big shots from the top. Man, he's killing it on the ground. Another strike gets through.
Oh, good defense, yes.
Back and forth action right until the final horn. That one's going to hold up in the Fight of the Year conversation. The official decision is in. Bruce Buffer has it.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 5 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. The judges score the contest 50-45, 49-46, and 49-46. Declared the winner by unanimous decision, the Warrior.
All right, so there he is, the celebration is on. He tried to leave the judges out of it tonight, was unable to do that, but a pretty dominant effort nonetheless. He's your winner by unanimous decision.
And you've got to feel good about that. You've got to feel good about dominating every aspect of a fight and getting a victory. You should be very proud of his performance tonight.